Welcome back to Drift Delvers episode 22. Y'all, I am running a lot of TTRPG content this week. Some of you are involved in all of that.
I'm playing in a lot of TTRPG. Recorded yesterday, today, tomorrow, and I'm doing Sunday.
Yeah, this is a marathon week for STF. Kind of getting back caught up after the holidays. We did Hideous Tomfoolery last night. We're doing this tonight, and then we got some Under the Table recording tomorrow. And that's a lot of stuff to have prepped and held in your mind.
Mm-hmm. Dude, truly, you do it. You got a big head.
Yeah. I say all this is that I'm going to lean on you guys tonight a little bit. Okay. But that's okay. That's where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it makes you feel better, you have next Thursday, you get to kind of just lay back and chill, you know?
Yeah. I get to play the calm, chill, never stressed Roland.
Consummate professional.
No, I think Roland, well, I don't know. We don't have to get and live in that fly talk, but we can.
It's cross promotion, you see.
Yeah, that's it. For real though, if you guys haven't checked out Live Let Fly, it's like one of our best shows ever. Just saying.
Better than this slop. No, I'm just kidding.
Get out.
That GM bias showing its
I saw the opportunity. I had to take it, you know.
There's two types of GMs. One that celebrates the other GM's game and one that doesn't.
That's like, y'all should turn this show off right now and go start the show I run.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I'm not ready. I'm not prepped. No. We can't do that.
Become conditioned to the swill is what happened.
No, I'm loving Drift Delvers, man.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Dude?
No. I was going to kind of lead into that. I made a post on Discord today that, you know, staring down this week was exciting, not stressful, because I am really feeling where we're all at in all of our games. You know, we went through kind of a transitional period last year, and the dust has settled, and I really just feel like everybody has joy at the games. You know what I mean? And
totally,
it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to have. You know. Because these are games with friends.
I hate joy.
I hate joy.
I feel it in my jewels.
Mm-hmm. You got
it's
joy in your jewels?
Miserable
yeah,
to
I got
show
joy in my
up,
jewels.
dude. Don't even invite me, man.
Yeah. I don't even want to be here if I want to be here.
I don't want to be here unless I don't want to be here.
Yeah. So, you know, I too am really stoked on Drift Delvers right now. We are in one of my favorite parts of this whole adventure, you know. This whole book really is great. And the only thing that could detract me from my joy is this throbbing...
Hot start.
Hold on now.
Throbbing bruise on my arm from a tetanus shot that I got 2 days ago.
Dude, I got a tetanus shot when I damn near cut the end of my pinky off a few weeks ago. And I felt like a major league pitcher hit me in the arm with a baseball for like 2 weeks.
Those things fucking hurt, dude.
Yeah. Well, like when I first got it, I was like, oh, that's nothing, you know. Mm-hmm. And then even the whole next day, I was like, okay, I guess
wait till
I'm good.
3 days in.
Yeah, dude, yeah, man. Today, God, my arm just feels swollen, you know,
Pulsing.
not in the good way. In bad way, you know.
You're not feeling that
swollen.
My arm is negatively engorged.
It's degorged. Disgorged.
Do any of you have any engorged body parts right now?
You bet.
Sinuses.
You know it, baby.
How much do you like Drift Delvers, really? You know?
Hey, this isn't under the table.
Hey.
God, the thing is, as much as it pains me to say it, we would still be focused on that joke if Emily were here.
Yeah, shout out to Emily.
Shout out to Emily. Every time we make a dirty joke and she doesn't go.
Every time we speak and she doesn't go. Her presence is missed, you know?
Yes. It's felt.
It's funny. I was actually spoke to her a little bit today. She's doing well, guys.
That's
Everybody, good. Don't worry. She's doing just fine.
I was going to say, we can't really give her too much shit at those of us who recorded last night because we were all on one.
Yeah, we definitely had a classic hideous tomfoolery style banter. The piss fest. Yeah, I got out of control.
Interesting.
I don't think we've talked about that show on this show. There is a joint show that we do with Hideous Laughter called Hideous Tomfoolery. That used to be a secret, but those guys sold out, and now it's available on YouTube.
Those guys sold out.
Yeah. It certainly wasn't a decision from me to release all that.
It is funny if you don't know, because much was made for a long time about it being an underground podcast. You know, Adam's need to adhere to Fish's early days, underground record marketing kind of strategy. Like, if you're in the know, it's very special. And then eventually it was like, yeah, we're going to put it out there. And then there'll be 30 episodes of us berating the fans for asking us to put it on a feed, and then we put it on a feed.
Yeah, it's really funny because whenever we were taking a break between APA and this show, that's what, we put the backlog of Hideous Laughter or Hideous Tomfoolery we put the whole backlog of Hideous Laughter on the show. Yeah, we put the backlog of Hideous Tomfoolery on this feed. And yeah, as those episodes were coming out, it's just like, this will never be on a feed. And it's like, I'm listening to it on one,
Well, and the constant, just do the work. Just find it, it's not that much work.
It's not. You can go to archive.org. It's not hard,
Yeah, the thing is, here's what finally made me kind of relent on that, is that, I think it's a show that should be heard, and too many people were not hearing it, Yeah. And I also needed something to fill the space
while you prepped.
After we finished our bid.
There it is.
Yeah.
APA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
But, people change, guys. Opinions can change. Thought processes can change,
Totally. Permanence, man.
That's
all I gotta say. Nothing's permanent, man. God.
It's true. It's true.
Everything.
Dustin, this is why we brought you on here, for these deep philosophical takes.
Your stoner philosophy.
So it's like, the more things change, man, the more they stay the same, bro.
Whoa. All right, Weldy.
Oh, man. He's changed. That's a reference that I always want to make that nobody knows. It's a Mr. Show reference. So few people know Mr. Show. And
I tried Mr. Show and bounced off hard.
Oh, it's so good. It's like tripping sketch comedy.
I also bounced off of Tim and Eric for the exact same reason.
Yeah, but Tim and Eric is all nonsense.
Yeah, it's hell bent on its absurdity.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Mr. Show is not so much just absurdity for absurd's sake. It's just kind of a head trip of a sketch comedy show,
Yeah,
Fever dream. I've seen a couple of the episodes.
Is that the one with Bob Odenkirk?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
David
I've seen a
Cross.
few of those. Yeah.
David Cross. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's better. I'm sure it's more my speed. I'm not going to say better, because for people who like Tim and Eric, that was very good. I've met a lot of people who just don't agree with me on Tim and Eric at all, I've been shocked. I've been like, wow, maybe it's me. Maybe something's wrong with me that I don't understand this nonsense. But
no, it's nonsense.
It's nonsense.
I agree wholeheartedly with you, Zach. Tim and Eric just couldn't. Basically, the Tim and Eric awesome show and On with Adult Swim is where I kind of lost the plot on Adult Swim.
I think there's 30 seconds in that entire show that is funny to me. It's just so ridiculous and absurd.
Tim and Eric?
Yeah.
For you? Okay, so we're 3, right? What about you guys?
No. I'm an Aqua Teen Hunger Force man.
Yeah, boy.
Dude, I do love some Aqua Teen
I
Hunger
didn't
Force,
watch
man.
a lot of Aqua Teen personally.
Oh, Aqua Teen is so good.
Surprise.
Didn't watch a lot of Aqua Teen? That's hilarious because you played the character with
Yeah, you really made Slave Meatwad, dude.
Master Chief said there was a carnival in the freezer. There was no carnival. It was a damn freezer. I got freezer burnt and smushed up against the chicken.
Yeah, you do that so well.
Seriously.
You do that so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, I mean, I can't say that I don't like stupid TV. It's just that specific flavor of stupid
Agreed.
TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I love stupid TV.
yeah.
I love smart, stupid TV.
So I'm very curious what the community at large thinks of Tim and Eric, because I feel like it's going to be split. I think it's going to be split.
Yeah, call in.
Call in right now. If you have Adam's cell phone number, you can call Adam anytime, day or night. Just ring, give him a ring.
Yeah,
he'll
just
be
message me.
glad
I'll give
to
it to
take
you.
your call.
If you have my cell phone number,
If you need
it
his cell
down.
phone
It's
number,
555
shoot me the.
555.
No, don't do that. Do not do that. I will not.
I will change my phone number and be pissed about it.
The one thing Tim and Eric did do well is they created a lot of memes. You know, just
I
general
would
zeitgeist.
agree with that. There's
Free
a lot
real
of
estate
fucking
is Tim and
gifts
Eric,
behind
right?
that.
It's free real estate.
Yeah.
That meme is.
The whole
Head
exploding brain.
explosion
that one.
gif is really good.
Yeah, that's Tim and Eric.
There's one with Paul Rudd. That's Tim and Eric as well. I can't remember.
The one with the computer.
Yes, that one.
was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's incredibly ridiculous.
It's weird that you guys can even like recall these things about that show to me. You know,
Just
It's
certain
like
little
I'm
skits
one later
from it.
generation than us.
It's
is
just
why.
meme culture.
All right,
You're
that's
just
why.
too old for meme culture.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're almost we're
At the cusp.
as old as you can be
we're-
and still
we're-
get meme culture.
We're old meme guys, is what we
Right.
are. Like I remember Doge. You know what I mean? Like the OG. Like I remember like Advice Animals. You know what I'm saying?
What's Skibbity Toilet?
Back in my day, yeah.
I don't.
That's where I'm like, yep, I'm too old.
Skibbity Toilet's my cutoff. I
don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
that
that
is.
was where I was like, I'm too old. I'm too old for
Yep.
this now.
Yeah,
that's-
I deal with that.
That was
every
the
single
game
day.
where I was
pushed
like,
out.
oh fuck, yeah, this is a bummer because this is stupid as fuck, and anybody who says this shit is also
here's the
stupid as
thing.
fuck, which means I am now old. That's what that means. It's like old man screaming at cloud, you know?
Right.
But
yeah.
here's the thing about that, though, is that to say that is something that is entirely this generation that's done it, and it's like, nah, because like, fucking, we had annoying orange and shit. You know, that didn't make any goddamn sense. Fucking badger mushroom, you remember that?
What the fuck
no,
are y'all
man.
talking
I
about?
remember
know, man. I don't know what that
badger,
is.
badger.
Thank you. I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
Like,
Okay.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
You
yeah.
don't remember that? Yeah, that one was pretty stupid. But I didn't
like-
go around saying that.
There's like a
though.
crumb of that has not been washed out of my brain. You know, like a single speck.
Yeah.
I think some more old references like that. Charlie the Unicorn.
Yep.
I know
was
Charlie
real
the Unicorn.
Fucking stupid. That was
Yeah.
real goddamn stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, I know
Happy
that
Tree
one.
Friends was real goddamn
Oh
stupid.
God. Yeah.
What?
Salad
It's
fingers?
Salad Fingers was
Salad
real
Fingers.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a resurgence of salad fingers, apparently.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Salad Fingers revival happening
Yeah.
right now because
Same
I
thing
was
with Charlie the
watching that shit.
Unicorn.
Okay, that's it.
It's
I'm
yeah,
off this world.
It's
Well,
millennials on a nostalgia trip is
All
what
right.
it is.
Later, Adam. What is the guy that's like, you fishing in my waters?
That's old Greg.
Oh,
Greg.
Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I just thought
Yeah,
of that.
that was
yeah.
the
That's the
Mighty
Mighty
Boosh.
Boosh.
I did a
The
lot
Mighty
of the Mighty
Boosh.
Boosh. Yeah.
I did love the Mighty Boosh.
I
Still
didn't
look
watch it very much.
I mean, yeah, I
You
think
didn't watch anything that was ever a comedy very much.
No.
Go ahead and wipe
I
them
watched,
out.
Okay, so what I liked was Metalocalypse, South Park, Venture Brothers. Those are
That's
the
it?
ones that come immediately to my brain. I mean, there are more.
see,
there
you
are
need
more.
to put Aqua Teen
But-
Hunger Force. And what about Squidbillies? Did you like
Oh.
Squidbillies?
my
Dude,
God.
I've got that fucking profile pic of early Kyler as one of yeah. In fact, one of my voices for one of my home games is straight up Dan Halen.
Let's hear it.
Do you really think that this is the only illegal thing I have to do today?
Squidbillies is gold.
The best joke in Squidbillies is when the corporation is trying to bring the super collider to this rural county or whatever, and so they're trying to sell it to all of the the residents with like this commercial, and it's got like fucking monster trucks and like chicks in American flag bikinis and explosions going on and all this shit, and he's like, hell yeah, and he's like, and I ain't saying it'll make your dick bigger, but I ain't not saying it neither. And that line, I've kept that. I ain't saying whatever, but I ain't not saying it neither. It's just so funny to me, dude.
Books ain't never did books ain't never did nothing for nonebody and ain't never gonna will.
Ain't never not gonna will.
Never not gonna will.
Truck, boat, truck. Yeah, I mean,
takeaway.
as a Southerner, you I don't know, maybe I have like a special affinity
There's
for
a truth to the
because I know
absurdity
these
of
people,
it,
you know?
Yeah.
But that's a straight appellation, like.
Well, it's like
that,
Georgia. It's like
Yes, yeah. They're
specifically
technically
Georgia,
their species is Appalachian mud squid.
okay. yeah.
Wow.
It's interesting. Appalachia is a totally different kind of redneck. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's hillbilly. It's a hillbilly, is what it is.
Yeah.
There's lots of different flavors of redneck for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
Well,
Bring it home.
are there any Appalachian mud squids in Starfinder?
yeah, definitely in Starfinder for sure. Maybe not presently where you guys are, but there's definitely got to be some Appalachian mud squid somewhere in this grand universe that is Starfinder.
I mean, I'm an
Saying is
evolutionist. I could
kind of
become one eventually. You know?
Please don't.
That's
like a
that's
tall
my
trucker
next
hat, so you-
evolutionist. Is I turn into a early Kyler.
It's just everything gradually just gets more and more tentacly.
Yeah.
It's what
Raya, Jesse James, Kenny the Gambler Rogers, number 3, the Intimidator Dale Earnhardt.
That's right. Kenny the
Kenny
Gambler
Rogers,
Rogers.
America's number 1 Tyro.
Give them bulldogs hell.
Oh man.
All right, Starfinder. There we go.
All right, here we're doing it.
Previously on Drift Delvers, you guys saved the final horizon from the gravitational pull of a black hole. And the gravitational pull of the black hole almost, got into Saiyin's head a little bit.
Don't worry about it, man. It's
Okay,
fine.
I
I'm
won't.
sure it's nothing.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Don't think about it.
But you managed to save some monks that were rocked off of the ship. And when you got onto the ship, you met the abbot, a Kasathan named Talaris, who told you that, when the drift crash happened, they found themselves catapulted right here around this black hole, along with a bunch of other stuff from different planes, different parts of the universe, like all in this debris field, and they lost power, and they need some help repairing the ship. There's some emergency repairs that needs to happen. You got to patch up the hull. You've got to talk to some of the monks who are traumatized by the whole experience. You'll have to recalibrate the flight systems, administer some first aid even to some of the people that were injured. So there's a lot that the abbot has asked you to do, but the abbot has also given you free reign of the final horizon.
Except for the bottom floor?
Except for the computer server area. Which, I mean, there's that to consider.
So what all were those tasks again?
So there's first aid,
Okay.
hull repairs, flight recalibration, and the troubled minds.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sounds like I'm gonna be chilling.
So there, I want to remind you that you guys have had a pretty long day as well, but these initial emergency repairs kind of have to happen, and then while you have full reign of the ship, you might, after doing some of these repairs, want to go back to your ship, kind of touch base with each other and get some rest before figuring out what else is going on the ship. But this first 24 hours is going to be pretty hectic because the debris field, or the damage from the debris field, is threatening everybody aboard. Everybody's having to use environmental protections until you get these holes patched up. So you guys can tackle this in any order. You can split up. You can do this really however you want to go about it. You can employ the help of your NPC crew if you want, for aids in the appropriate fields. You know, if you want them to do the actual roles, that's fine, but then you have to role play them, you know, which is, you know, you don't really have to, but, you know.
The only one of these that I think I might be able to even roll on is like hull repair. I don't know.
Yeah, depending on what that
what skill
if
it
it's
requires.
engineering,
Yeah.
I literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
Or harms. You can repair the hell out of the hole.
I mean, I think I would
Hold a bunch
go to
of
first
wrenches
aid,
and
you know,
flashlights, you know?
help
So-
the people that are injured first, since
Yeah.
the ship is not going to
Absolutely.
blow up, you know.
Right.
And then I would guess like the second most important thing would be hull repairs, like getting things fixed, make sure everybody's
So-
okay.
The
Things fixed.
you know, with the troubled minds, you can use diplomacy or mysticism. To recalibrate the flight systems, you'll need to use computers or engineering. To do repairs is just engineering, and then first aid is medicine.
I've got mysticism.
Yeah, I
good
mean,
at that,
maybe
too.
I feel like it would be so weird to have Raya and I have mysticism as well, but my medicine is higher. Actually, I might go with Gil.
Yeah,
with Gil.
I mean, if y'all can cover the other stuff, I'll handle the mysticism because I've got the highest mysticism in the party.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, yeah, go help some people, then switch to hull repairs, if that's possible.
Yeah, you can do it.
I was thinking
however-
troubled
however-
minds, personally.
Just point me to your injured. Let's handle them first. Let's make sure everyone's okay.
All right,
shall
so
assist.
Gil and Sayun are going to go to first aid, and then it sounds like that both Subana and Raya want to go to the troubled minds. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
Redundant?
No, I mean, well,
I mean, if we're both.
Like one's like physical and one's mental and psychological.
Yeah.
like
If there's another.
No, I mean troubled. Having both of us for troubled minds, like just having the same skill.
well, no, I mean, you're gonna get assists and all kind of stuff, man. So
Tell me this: is there
there's
another
no disadvantage
diplomacy
to that at all.
out of all of those?
It's
There's
just
not.
one of us would be aiding, is all it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just kind of like where are your characters drawn to? You know, take the mechanics out of it. What's the first thing that you're drawn to? You know, it's not like you can't then go to the other things after you're done with that. You know, you guys can do this in any arrangement that you want. But let's start with the first aid. Okay, so that'll be Sayun and Gil, and so they direct you to the hospital. And I'll put you in the hospital so you can kind of see what that looks like. And in this hospital, you see several injured monks. Most of them have broken bones or minor burns from collisions with the debris. There is another monk who was caught in an emergency door and had his ribs crushed.
Ooh, jeez.
And he is currently at 0 HP and unconscious.
I'm gonna
so
zero in on that guy.
Yeah, he's certainly the most important or the most pressing. And then the other ones are just need some minor first aid, you know?
All right. Well, I'm gonna walk over to the guy, you know, that has the crushed chest, and begin my examination, see what I can do for him.
Yeah, I mean, when you walk in, the ones that are conscious all kind of look at you and with curiosity, maybe a little suspicion, but also like deference because you're coming to help them, you know? And so, yeah, Gil, you make your way over to...
Make room, give him some air.
Yeah, and he looks bad. Like, his whole rib cage is crushed, and like you can see blood pooling under his skin. This is a half-orc that had their ribs cracked. So you'll need to do a medicine check to try to stabilize.
Can I be like, well, this looks really, really complicated. I don't know if... I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna cast Mystic Cure. I'm gonna heal him.
That'll do. So like, you tell me about how that goes. You know,
I delve deep inside of myself to find that pool of mystic energy, and I'm just basically trying to visualize it, coming out of my fingertips in the form of healing energy. I don't, at this point, I feel like it's spontaneous. Like, I don't know any book learning about mystics. It's more just instinct. So I will plus power, equals effect. So I'm trying to, all of my will to kind of like visualize as much as I can what's wrong with him and visualize the energy healing those areas as I put my hand on his chest gingerly, and you see purple and pink energies just kind of from my core just go down my arm and just kind of like a gradient of energy merging into the body, as you see the blood literally just start sucking back up into his body. What's pulled, you hear the kind of like gnarly and gross cracking, and you see skin regrowing and things like that.
Sayun's very interested in this.
He pops his eyes, wake up. He's like,
oh, you're with us.
And he like looks down at his chest that's like reknitting itself together, and he's like, what? And then he like takes a moment and realizes what's happening. I mean, this isn't too crazy, right? He just kind of had to take a moment, and he looks at you and just nods and kind of reaches out his hand to give you like a Roman style handshake. He says, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I thought I was cut in half for sure. I'm quite surprised that I'm here, living and breathing, labored as it may be.
Well, I just do what I can, and I had the ability to. I mean, you were beat up, man. Out of all the people around here, you needed what I could give. So, think nothing of it, and just pay it forward.
Well, I'm not able to cast the mystic arts, but I'll do something nice for my brothers and sisters here. Thank you, little one.
You're welcome.
So Sayun, the rest of the crew, or the rest of the monks there, as I said, they do have some broken bones, but they're like arms, and they're kind of everybody's just kind of like holding their wounds or their burns. And you could just try a pretty simple first aid check if you want to try to do some field dressing stuff.
Yeah, we'll go for the medicine check there. I want to say it's okay, that's 18.
All right, that is a success.
I believe I needed to hit a 15, so
12 actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to take some time. It's going to take you a couple, an hour or two.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, he'll just be doing like he's just setting bones and wrapping bandages and stuff like that.
Yeah. I will say, Adzu, that's the half orc. Steps, kind of swings his legs off of the table that he's on, or the bed that he's on, and kind of helps you guys like treat the rest of the crew. You know, like you know, he'll hold bandages in place while you wrap them around, or you know, get you the burn cream while you're holding gauze on burns and stuff like that. He just has an extra pair of hands.
Yeah. And I think during that, I would realize that I didn't introduce myself. He didn't introduce himself. It was just very like surgical, and like, you know, I'm leaning down, like wrapping a bandage or like, you know, whatever. And then, oh, my manners. The name's Gilderon Whistlepop, by the way.
Oh, no names never failed to tickle me. My name is Adzu.
Well met, Adzu.
Yes, same to you, then. My gratitude shall last till the end of my days, which hopefully is many. Now, thanks to you.
Aw.
Soon.
Don't mention it. What'd you say?
Introduced myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Soon.
Clan
Vaho.
Vaho.
It's a pleasure.
Indeed.
And like, it's like, I just want to, it's like really awkward. Sayun is like trying not to be, you know, he like wants to not be rude or something, you know, but it's like he doesn't know this guy. So I think at some point while they're fixing stuff up, he would ask like, so, been at the cosmonastary for long?
Yes, 10 years now.
And how's that been?
Honestly, not great. But there is promising futures ahead for us now. This wonderful opportunity to study this black hole from such a close distance. I feel as the cycle has presented us with something great.
What do you hope to gain?
Knowledge, understanding.
Of course. Of course.
Those are my two favorite things.
Those are your two favorite things?
Knowledge and understanding? I mean, what is better?
I mean, for me, steak and booze, but everybody has their favorites.
Steak and booze is all right. But yeah. What if you didn't have the knowledge or understanding to cook it? Or order it? What if the cook didn't have the knowledge and understanding? It all comes back down to knowledge and understanding.
Yes,
in either way.
You've got me there, little one.
I'm rambling.
It's okay. This is awkward for all of us, you know.
Yeah.
Say, I have a hypothetical for you while I have you, and no one's gonna die right now, so at least not here. Maybe somewhere else, but not here. So if just a hypothetical, if say we were also kind of led here, maybe by the cycle, maybe by some kind of god or goddess, maybe Desna. Would you know why that would be? Have you before you actually got into the black hole or in the dark hole or in the black hole, was there any kind of like something strange besides that? I know it's a pretty strange situation anyways, but...
Well, I mean, the drift ripping itself apart was odd, yes, indeed. But it's only been but an hour or two since that happened. I can't say that I have felt the presence of any deity here. That doesn't mean that they're not. It just means that their presence has not been made known to me, anyway.
Yes, they're frustratingly mysterious. Anyways, sorry for the random question out of nowhere.
Well, no, it just, if I may infer, it seems like you think that Desna specifically led you here. Is this true?
Well, at this point, I don't really know what's true or not. The all indications, yes, maybe.
Well, one should not ignore the guidance of the gods. Good luck to you, little one. I hope that you find the path that you seek.
I do as well.
Right.
Give me another one of those handshakes, will you? Get over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he like kind of almost lifts you off the ground as he's shaking you. Just
Seiyun does not go in for a handshake. Instead, he just, gives him a slight bow and like intentionally, like, nah, I'm not going to shake your hand, man. Like, and then he would look to Gil once, everything was done around the hospital. Give him a knowing look and a raised brow, like, ready to get out of here.
Yeah. Well, let's cut over to our therapist. And so you guys make your way.
These people are going to need exposure therapy just for the therapists. Big lizard person and a girl who turns into dragons.
You guys make your way downtown.
Yes.
To like this. Whoa. To this big hall. Did I get you guys both down there? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Wait, where's Sue?
I just see me.
Sue, where are you?
I'm here.
No,
Anywhere you need me to be.
Where's your tokens?
It's all dark. I can't see shit.
Did I accidentally delete your token?
You've put her in a
You
ship,
deleted
ship
Sue?
wall. Yeah.
Damn.
Delete it.
He really is forcing that Walter conversion to
Yeah,
shit,
it.
isn't he?
He's
Like,
thinking
damn,
I'm going
dude,
to
you're a
play
little
Walter.
heavy-handed, okay? Right? Like,
Yeah.
Walter is going to be a
relax.
precog.
Yeah,
I knew
just
it.
calm down. Okay. So, you guys go down to this big hall, and it seems to be like their main gathering area / library.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's called the Hall of Reflection, and it's an open plan area featuring multiple communal facilities, including alcoves for study and meditation. There's ladders that lead to a second level that has a bunch of bookshelves serving as the cosmonastary's library. As the case is with any libraries, researching a topic covered by the culture, mysticism, or physical science skills, you'll gain a +1 bonus check to recall that knowledge. This is the primary gathering place for prayer, and unlike the other parts of the ship, the ceiling here actually rises to a height of 20 feet, and the walls are completely transparent, much like the bridge of your ship, allowing for a breathtaking view of space. The light of the stars shining through these massive viewports provide the room's only illumination, so it's actually lit by starlight. It's pretty cool. But there are several monks who are anxious and kind of rocking, experience trauma responses. What do you guys do?
They're rocking that trauma response.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess you don't need us. You seem to be rocking out. No, I mean, as soon as we kind of walk in and see the grandeur, of this hall, it's like library / holy place. It's like really, really cool vibe. But Raya would kind of like lightly elbow Subana, just kind of just like, check this shit out, and kind of in awe, just like look around at the giant vista of space in this big beautiful room.
He sure is majestic.
Yeah, I think if I were on the crew, I'd probably spend most of my time here.
Well, it feels a little empty. I'd put some ferns and everything around the place. personally. It just needs a little bit more of a touch. And it seems a bit too austere, you know?
If you had to choose, how many ferns?
Well, I mean, you're going to have garlands, and you're going to have whatever we can hang on the walls, and these columns here. And then you can have potted plants all around here. So, I mean...
You could even have potted plants.
Yeah. We can put in a little bit of the succulents, put them on the windowsill.
400, 500 plants.
It's like if my grandmother walked in. So, 2 dozen? 3 dozen?
This is a whole building. We're not just talking about this great chasm. We're talking about all the rooms that encompass it.
There's really no limit to how many ferns you can have in one place.
Have you read any? Have you watched any about Martha Stewart?
I don't think she exists in this universe.
Well, the analog for Martha Stewart in Starfinder.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, there we go. Martha Stewart. Yeah.
She's a Kasathan.
Yeah. Anyways, we should probably check on the monks. They seem out of sorts.
How do you want to approach this? Divide and conquer, or do you just want me to?
Bull
a
rush.
little bit of wing. Bull rush. oh, okay. All right.
No,
as long as you have the C&B for it.
No, I mean you're more the
All right,
talker than me, but we could. Let's go and just see what's ailing them, and if I'm not going to be much use other than if there's some kind of magical effect or something we need to analyze, then maybe that's something we could help with.
Let's knock this out then. And
we can't knock them out. They're in trauma response.
Well,
even if they are
we
rocking
got
it.
to work on the translation here. But that's for another time. For now, let's go see what we can do. See what assistance we can offer these.
All right. Yep. All right. So
yeah,
where are the monks? Like where in this room?
There's like a couple over in this west side. Just kind of sitting on one of these like Shea lounges, and then there's one sitting at a desk over here. They're just kind of scattered among the thingy, and the one at the desk just has his hands his head just in his hands. It's just sitting at the desk rocking, and then the monks that are laying down on those Shea lounges are just kind of like holding themselves. And they're kind of muttering to themselves, the void, it tries to consume us, it tries to eat us.
Maybe we talk to the one at the desk first. Maybe he's some kind of clerk or hold some position of importance.
I mean, the more knowledge, the better. So, I guess we can. Yeah, let's go talk to whatever the clerk would be here.
So you
the clergy.
Well, the
one
they're all
at the
clerks,
desk is what we're
right. So you go over and you see that there's like a book of like medical procedures, and it's like opened to like rib repair, and you see that this person has got blood like all over their frock, and they're just sitting there just like no longer even reading the book and just kind of sobbing in their hands.
Hey, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt. Are you okay?
He was cut in half. I saw it. It just pieces of bone and the sounds. Oh God, it was horrible. Somebody has to help him.
Well, if you're referring to your hurt colleagues, I believe our friends actually went to help. I could check in with them and see if they were able to save your friend.
Please.
All right.
Yes. Adzu is his name. Please.
Hey, Gil, and she hits her comm. Any
Roger.
update on being able to help out in the medical wing?
Oh yeah, everyone's not top shape, but no one's dying here today.
Was there a fella who was almost halved?
Damn near cut in half, you know? His chest fully caved in. It was horrific. Anyone that saw that must have mental issues.
Like you're saying that over the comms, and this person in the chair just like goes wide eyed and goes, "Oh God, no!"
Well, yeah, calm down. He's all right? The one that was nearly.
Oh yes, I used my gill juice, and he's all better now.
Your gill juice?
I am traumatized at the very thought.
Who's in the background? Who are you speaking to?
Look, to clarify, gill juice does not imply that my friend is a fish. He's got healing magics, and it seems that your friend Anzu, you said?
Adzu.
Oh, I mean, he's right here.
Yes.
You want to talk to him?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I can't. No.
Well, if it helps at all, Adzu is okay. Adzu's gonna make it.
That's good, but I just can't get that image out of my mind.
May I, Raya?
Go ahead.
And she's going to kneel down, try to get eye level with, what was his name? Or her name?
You didn't ask.
We haven't even gotten that far.
What's your name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay, I want you to take a breath with me real quick, okay? Look, I understand that a lot has happened to you, okay?
To all of us. There's holes in the ship.
I understand, but look, we got to work with baby steps. Work with yourself first before you can work with others. That's just... Otherwise, I mean, you're no good being out there if you're dealing with this. Okay?
Okay.
So, first off, look, I want you to... Okay, this is what I learned from a doctor, but I want you to first identify 5 things that you can see. And then it's going to go down the list of 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, 2 things you can, 1 thing you can taste, and going through all the 5 senses. And just trying to get this person off of their mind, off of that trauma, just at least for a second, so they can kind of like take a mental inventory,
All right, give me a diplomacy check.
All right. Actually, this is what I brought my dice out for.
Well, I'm proud of you.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong dice.
I'm not trained, but could I aid?
Yeah, you could try, certainly.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay, yeah. So
Succeed
that
at aiding with a 16.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool. Because I got a 17. Oh wait.
So not.
Is that a +2 on?
Yeah.
There? Okay. Yeah. So that's gonna be a 19. Okay.
All right, so that is a success, and they going through that process, hearing that Adzu is okay, they finally kind of get it together, and they're like, and they look down and they see the blood on their frock. They're like, I must go upstairs and change. Thank you. What's your names?
This is Raya, and I'm Subana.
Raya, Subana, thank you. And tell Guild Juice thank you as well.
I'll tell Guild Juice, yeah.
Well, they didn't close the channel. I'm here. You're welcome.
Gil's been here the whole time.
Look, what's important is that you take care of yourself here. Go and get changed, and before you can address anybody, go and get changed. Perhaps you can go take a shower. Take a moment to yourself and come back.
Never underestimate the power of a nice shower.
Yeah, soothing.
You're right. You're right.
Out of curiosity, Charlotte, what's your last name?
Bronte.
I was just wondering if you were going to say Devala. I've heard that name before.
Yeah. Okay. So then you have the kind of like quivering ones on the other side of the room, but Charlotte has kind of got her stuff together, and she walks out of and goes back to the main hallway to take some stairs up to the living quarters.
Awesome. I mean, I mean, like, I don't know. Do you want to fast forward through? Like, we would absolutely go and talk to the other ones and try.
I'm happy to do more.
Help out anybody. Who
Well, okay, so
needs to be
these
calmed
ones
down,
are
you know?
freaking out about the black hole, right? And they've like looked in the abyss and it looked back, kind of thing. And so these are the guys that you're going to need some mysticism to kind of like
cool.
explain to them the realities that you guys are currently safe. You know, kind of like lay it out for them in a way that
that's perfect. Yeah. So we'll and again, Raya kind of like elbows Sue and points to the ones over there. It's like, let's do another good deed. And
Right behind you.
so we'll walk over and kind of gingerly, you know, like don't want to, you know, spook them. It's like, excuse us, hello. How are you?
they're just shaking, like
Are they like catatonic?
not quite catatonic, but certainly not responsive.
Find something that centers them, like their name. Ask them about that. Something that brings them back to themselves.
I mean, that easier said than done. They're not going to tell me their names. And Raya comes like kneels down like softly next to one and just like very like slowly like moves her arm out to like put it on a shoulder. And I imagine they probably like flinch back initially, but it's gonna just like very softly like kind of rub their shoulder, you know.
And you see like their eyes kind of like refocus as they look at you, you know, like, and so you have a brief moment here that you have their attention and that they seem kind of with it, you know, but they seem terrified.
Right. Hi, I'm Raya, and this is my friend Sue. What's your name?
I'm Tim, and that's Eric.
Die. Son of a bitch, Adam. I'm not saying that to them, but it's like, all right, well, anyways, I'm going to head out. I don't like your show that much.
I don't like your show. How does it feel to not understand anything that's happening on the screen? Not very good, does it?
If it was Dave and Bob, we'd be okay, you know?
Yeah.
No, she's like, all right, well, it's nice to meet you. I know it seems like you've been through quite a lot, and we just wanted to see if there's anything we could do to help.
We're doomed. The black hole is going to swallow us all. Don't you know? Don't you know?
I know quite well that we were able to help out and tow your ship out of the black hole's
How is that
immediate range.
possible? Explain to me in terms that I can understand.
You know what might help? I've got a friend who's an expert on this. It's Sayun.
Yes.
Could you do me a favor and gently explain to our friends here? They're quite scared about the black hole, and I've been telling them how we've gotten them out of the immediate danger, but it seems like they're quite shaken. Is there any way you could offer some consolation?
Am I on speakerphone, Mariah?
Yes.
You know what?
Of course.
I would. Could I speak to you privately?
Boop.
Okay. We're we
private now. Yeah.
Oh. They should be very terrified of that.
I need you to tell them like almost the exact opposite of that.
You would have me lie to a stranger.
We're at a safe distance.
Yeah, we're not in immediate danger. We used the tow cable and got out.
Very well. Put me back on speakerphone.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Everything is going to be just fine. You are in no immediate danger. The black hole is not growing in size, and you are out of its gravitational pull. It should pose no immediate threat to you, theoretically.
One word.
The one word, that's all it takes.
Yeah, Tim is like,
See, Seun here is an
okay.
expert on entropy and forces such as black holes. I know he doesn't have the greatest bedside manner, but if he tells you you're not in immediate danger, there's no one I'd trust more.
roll a mysticism.
Okay.
And you can,
Can I aid?
you can aid
Okay.
with that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a fucking 9, man. That's a 9. So no aid from
Call it a
Seun,
15 and be done with it.
which is so such a perfect marriage of narrative and gameplay, is
Yeah,
it not?
yeah. You almost
the
got there until you said
Almost got
analytically.
there, yeah.
At an all-time high. Well, I rolled I got a 27 total.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Tim looks at you and then reaches over and pats Eric down, his shoulder. Says, Eric, they told us that we're at least stable now. And then Tim looks back to you, Raya, and says, I spent so much time wanting to see a black hole, studying them, wanting this experience. But I could not be prepared for the emptiness of it, the draw. It was almost like I wanted to go. I felt like it was drawing me. It was terrifying.
You sound like... So, does that sound like anyone we know?
It feels oddly familiar, feels a pull of the void or needs to fill the emptiness of said void. Yeah, I think I've heard something like that around here.
Yeah, we've had a friend who's dealt with a similar thing, and I know that in and of itself may not be helpful, but that's just to say that that's actually not uncommon. You're not alone.
It was just more than I expected, there's one thing about reading about something, and there's another thing to experience it. And fuck, that was
like an
terrifying.
overwhelming sense of gravity.
Of emptiness, of nothingness, and the draw to it was even scarier than that. I don't want to be nothing, but I felt like it was my destiny to be nothing, to give myself over to the emptiness.
Like it was inescapable.
Yes. You know what? The more I talk about it, the more scared I'm getting about it. But also, the better I'm feeling about it. It's an understandable fear now. And I suppose we have you to thank for at least distancing us from that incessant pull.
Yep, that's right. And we're gonna do, whatever we can to help all of you on the ship. That's why we're here.
That's right.
Well, I think at this point, it'd be nice if we could take our helmets off and breathe atmosphere again. We all have about 15 hours or so left on our EVA suits, but I just need to breathe air, not recycled oxygen.
I'd like to see if we can. Do we know can we reach out to anybody currently through our comms on?
No, we have to repair the
No,
ship.
we gotta. That's the thing. We have to go repair the hull.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if somebody was like, we would be meeting a contact over there and then helping with repairs.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Okay.
but we can tell them we wanted to check on the actual living folk on the ship first. That's why we're here. But I assure you, our next order of business is we're going to go and help out with the hull repairs. So hopefully we'll have it stabilized so you can get some some actual oxygen on here before long.
Thank you both, and thank your friend too.
They shouldn't thank me.
Also,
You
now I'm like,
never hung up the call, Raya.
now I'm like really worried about the guy we talked to the first time because he had his like hands on his head and told him to go take a shower. You know?
Yeah, I mean, okay, all right.
Don't plot hole this. You know, he had his helmet on.
Okay, so the last thing then to do. Well, no, I guess there's two more things.
There's two more things to do. So let's do them.
All right, so there's recalibrating the flight systems and doing repairs.
What are the roles for each of those?
The flight systems can be computers and I guess computers and engineering.
And then just engineering to repair the...
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
Man,
All right,
can
I
I
got a
chief
whopping
mate
plus
that
one.
shit like an athletics onto it? Because I got nothing other than that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but nah.
I'm not trained or a class skill for me on either of those.
We should get Lenny on the line. I'm sure he can help me, you know, get the logistics down. Where we need to start.
Help me help you.
Do a quick flyby.
Okay, so you call Lenny.
Yes.
Okay. Boop, boop,
Ring,
boop.
ring.
Yep. This is Lenny. How's it going over there, guys?
How's it going, Lenny? You just asked me that. I'm sorry. I always just say, how's it going? But it's going better than expected over here. But how's it going over there?
I mean, we're just kind of chilling over here, kind of waiting to see what's what as we do. You know, the ship's in good shape. The towing didn't do really any damage to our ship, so I think all things considered, we're not flying into a black hole, and this other ship is not flying into a black hole. So, you know, relatively, I say we're doing pretty good.
Yeah. You're damn right there. We're doing fantastic considering. But, no need to wait around anymore. We do need your assistance patching up this little, cosmonastary here.
You're gonna put me on the ground team again?
Ground team, ship team, we're all just one big team here. Come on now. Let's
We're family here.
we're two couple of
that, but you know, it's not entirely true. I mean, there's no hard feelings. We're glad that you're doing what you're doing, but yeah, it's there is a little bit of distinction between the four of you and the rest of us.
Well, Lenny, just I mean, if one of us kicks the bucket here, you're up front. You're up front, my friend. But
that's good. That's true.
And maybe one of hopefully that doesn't happen. But
maybe old moist tusk Walter will jump in.
You never know. Maybe one of these times where we go through thousands of planes at once, you know, all over again, you might get some magic powers, you know.
Who's to say I haven't already?
Oh,
now I got you guessing. I don't
no,
know,
but really haven't.
No.
Okay, just tell me if you do.
I don't think so. Anyway.
I know these are like loosey-goosey, open to interpretation, but if Lenny's not a fucking mechanic, then I don't know what's what. You know?
I quit right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if I die, I'm not playing Lenny because I've played too many damn mechanics.
So yeah, you need some help over there, and there's quite a few holes. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough job to bring your tools, and let's work on logistics. See where we need to start.
All
to
right,
get this thing up and running. Let's try to start with getting some atmosphere in here. You know, people want to breathe air.
Right. I think that's a pretty well rated idea. Yeah, people do like to breathe air. Let's help them out, and I'll be right over. Let me suit up, and I'll head on over. And so yeah, he does, and you know, we're going to do one check, and one check represents several hours of work. All right. So you know, if you fail, we're looking 3 hours goes to 6 hours, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. So
Engineering check, right?
Yeah, it's just an engineering check.
You know, I have 2 inspirations. I'm going to use one on this. Just, people want to breathe.
I'm going to inspire people to breathe.
All right. With inspiration, that is a 26.
With Lenny's help, that's a 28.
Nice.
So that is a success, but it does take you 3 hours to do, and it takes some time and sweat. And, you even kind of bang yourself up a little bit, just getting in there and getting the stuff patched up. But after about 3 hours, you're able to get workable seals on the damaged parts of the hull. At one point, Lenny kind of looks at you like a little concern on his face, and then says, "What else is there? What else did we have to do? Is that it?"
Let's see. We also have to recalibrate the flight controls as well.
Right. Listen, when you guys get done with that, why don't you come back over to our ship? I think some of the crew there wants to talk to you, and he kind of gives you a big wink.
All right, I'll let everyone know. Yes, I think we're almost through for the day. I feel like I've been up for 36 hours straight. I need some rest.
Well, you're not done yet. You've got to go because you're the only one with computers.
Old Gil, you can do it.
Okay. So this is pretty straightforward, right? You've got to recalibrate the flight systems. You can troubleshoot the systems from the bridge. And Talaris says, yes, if you would do the work here at the bridge, I will go down to the computer core and work on it from that end so that we can tag team it and do it together.
Well, does that mean that sounds logical to me? Can I take a look at that computer
yes.
core?
No.
Well, maybe later. Just a peek.
No.
Oh.
It's just very dangerous, and I really don't want to give out my password to anyone else, nor do I want to have to change my password. It's a really hard thing to do.
Yes. I hate having to do it every 3 months.
3 ampersand.
Yeah.
The cycle, 01, exclamation mark.
You see, problem is I cannot get into that email anymore.
Right. I have forgotten the password of my
when I was
security
13.
email. Right. It is. Okay.
Is he's shifty when I ask about the core?
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Can I sense motive?
Yeah, you can sense motive.
Cool. I want to see that computer core. Why can't I? Oh, that's a natural 20 for 29.
You can see the computer core.
No, you do assess that that Talaris is being truthful. That it really doesn't see a purpose for going down there, and it is dangerous. And he is just he's seemingly protective of the ship. Okay. You know what I mean? There doesn't seem to be any shifty reason other than just kind of holding it tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gil shakes his head of those thoughts, I can't trust anybody. I've gotten to that mindset. I'm like, there's people around you can trust. Okay.
He truly is locked out of his email address, Sharpfinder69XX.
Yeah. It was Tolanus 6969. Tolanus 6969. XX420.
Just a bro on the end of it.
Yeah, bro.
It's gotta be capital X, lowercase x.
That's right.
Sephiroth, lowercase x, capital
Yeah.
X. You know?
You gotta put those barbed wires, make it rad.
Yeah. All right, so the first thing you gotta do is recalibrate the computers.
Okay.
So we get a computers check.
That's not good. 11.
As you do that, I mean, that's a fail.
I've never seen this operating system before.
Cora comes over the comms and says, I do not know why it is that you've been asked to do this. I am very capable of completing all diagnostics and repairs myself. But Talaris wants you to help. Good luck.
All right. That wasn't very necessary, was it? Just popping in to say that she wants to do it and can't do it. All right, let's just try to do this again. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I get the folder structure now. Okay, I got this.
Yeah, Talaris calls on the comms and says, did you access the computer? I'm not seeing any activity from your end.
I'm just getting started for the first time right now. Okay.
Okay, like, I was hoping that you would be a little bit more snappy with this. It took me solid 10 minutes to get down here, so...
I was just waiting for you to get down there. I thought this was a two-person job.
Oh, I see. Like, was not I was not clear. You did not have to wait for me. Please go ahead.
Alrighty. Better. That's a 22.
Okay, that is a success. Nothing from Cora. And so you get the computers kind of realigned, recalibrated, and then, like, in the turbulence of the debris field and getting rocked by the debris field, a couple of the terminal cables were knocked loose and damaged, so you're going to need to roll an engineering check to patch those in. Says, yes, I see the computer activity. Now, I'm not getting a very good signal between on the cable. Could you wiggle it around? Maybe unplug it and plug it back in again.
Oh, yes. Always forget to follow the OSI model. Start with the physical first, you know? Got to check the terminals, the endpoints. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Oh, yep. I think I found it. There was a loose terminal right here. It's a 25.
Yes, hold it right there. That is perfect. Hold it. Wait.
it.
Yes, hold it. All right.
I'm almost there.
Yeah. All right. I think that we've got the flight systems back online. I thank you, and I will now retire. I'm very tired. Please, the ship is yours. But we do not have comfortable beds, so there is that. We have plenty of beds, but not comfortable ones.
That's all right. I appreciate the offer, but I think we'll retire back on our ship. You know, we have other crew over there. We need to debrief and get some rest. But we will see you. So saying about 8 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours.
Yes, that sounds fine. We will have breakfast in the refectory. Please join us.
No doubt. I always love free
Triffy will
breakfast.
be glad to cook for new people. He's the excitable one, that one.
Well, I love to meet Triffy.
Wonderful.
See what kind of things they make for breakfast on ancient cosmonastary ships.
Do not raise your expectations too high, please.
Maybe star-shaped waffles?
Yes, we do have that, actually, because we like stars a lot. So that was something that we had to make sure that we had on our ship, is a star-shaped waffle maker.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. And so he clicks off, and you guys can make your ways back to the ship.
Was there anything else I could do on the computers?
No.
Okay.
When you get back on your ship, Lenny is like waiting for you in the cargo bay. He says, guys, I found something kind of as I was kind of repairing things and using my little data scan thing. I came across like, I don't know, you could call it like the residuals of a file of communications, and I think that you should see it. And he gives this to you guys, and I need 2 volunteers to read this. There's user 1 and user 2. Who wants to do?
Sure.
I'll do one.
All right, so Heath, you'll be user 1. Zach, you'll be user 2.
Okay.
And this is what he hands over to you.
All right, user 1. They'll never understand. To die is simply to become one with the cosmos.
They're blind. How can we make them see?
She will help us.
How do you know?
Look for the file Singularity Protocol.
I see now. How long has she been involved?
Since we lost our way on the trip to the Stellar Nursery, since we arrived here.
What can I do to help?
We're making preparations. We'll talk in person soon. For now, watch and wait.
Of course. May you reach the final horizon, sister.
And you, dear brother.
User 2 has left the chat. User 1 has left the chat. User 1 has entered the chat.
Complications. We may need to initiate backup plan.
And we'll see you.
Mysterious, very mysterious.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.